Welcome into HogHype, Arkansas versus Oklahoma State edition. Tyler Cass joined by Locked on Razorback podcast host John Nabors. John, in Fayetteville now, but you're making the trip to Stillwater, right?
That's right. Yeah, just a little less than a 3-hour trip over to Stillwater to see the Hogs and Pokes. So it should be a great trip, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful day on Saturday.
First road game of the season, well, true road game for the Razorbacks. How do you see them handling the hostile environment?
You know, that's what's interesting is because I'm expecting the crowd to be amazing. And I've heard from people that have been to football games in Stillwater, especially in big matchups. The atmosphere is highly underrated. And, you know, the fans are going to be there. It's going to be crazy. It's early in the season. And these two teams haven't met very often. So it's a unique battle. But I honestly think that the Razorbacks handling the atmosphere will be pretty solid, because even though you have a lot of new faces on this team and on this roster, you still have a lot of players that are used to going into hostile environments and have gone into other places in the SEC or across college football previously. So I think that they're going to be able to handle it. And I think because of having Sam Pittman, but especially Bobby Petrino, who has had a lot of success in road environments. And I mean, think about it. Last year, Arkansas did really well against teams that weren't in Fayetteville. But I think overall the Hogs are going to handle it pretty well. And that's what's going to make this matchup so interesting, is the atmosphere is not going to play much of a factor.
All right, as to what's actually going to happen on the field, with all due respect to UAPB, a much stiffer test for the Razorbacks. Just how do you see them shaping up against Oklahoma State? What does this Oklahoma State team do well?
Well, I mean, it starts with their rushing attack. I mean, you got Ollie back there who's a Doak Walker Award winner. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. If you win the Doak Walker, it means you're really, really good at running the football. And that's what Arkansas is going to have to stop. And I don't know if they're going to be able to stop them. I think Arkansas's defense is solid. I think their up front guys are really good. But he's still one of the best running backs. So they're going to be tested. I think Ollie's still going to have success. I think he's going to have over 100 yards in this game. But the thing is that if you slow him down in any capacity, you're going to force him to pass, which they can also pass the ball fairly effectively. So the offense is going to be the interesting thing with the defensive matchup with Arkansas. Can Arkansas slow down that offense at all? Can they cause some turnovers? That's going to be the key, because I just don't see either of these teams having low-scoring affairs. It has a possibility of getting into a major shootout if things go according to plan for both offenses.
Yeah, and a shootout with Pistol Pete, probably not what you want if you're the Razorbacks. But you tell me, prediction-wise, you think the Hogs can pull this out?
I do. And I'm not saying that it's not going to be a great game, because it will be. It'll be one that's really close, one that is ending up being a shootout. But I like Arkansas because I feel like it's going to be who has the ball in their hand last. And I believe it's going to be Arkansas. And I think they kick a final field goal to win it and win 48-45 in Stillwater and start off the season 2-0 with a nice victory over a top 25 team on the road.
There we go. A thriller in Stillwater. I think everyone in Arkansas, at least, would be happy with that. All right, this one kicks off 11 a.m. Saturday morning. Don't forget to tune back into THV 11 Saturday night at 10:10 p.m. for our second Hog Zone of the season. And you can catch John and the Locked on Razorback podcast on our THV 11 Plus app.